Hey everybody, Nick Espinoza, your chief security fanatic here, obviously traveling, and don't forget to subscribe. But today, I'm sorry to tell you this, but there's not going to be an AI Pope for you to hang out with or get wisdom from. Now, this is actually really interesting. I hadn't even really considered this, but it kind of makes sense. And Rich Stanton of PC Gamer, of all publications, had a really interesting write up on this because we have a new pope. It's a Chicago pope, and quite frankly, whether you're Catholic or not, Chicago is pretty proud of that. But Pope Leo the 14th has rejected the idea of an artificial intelligence pope, basically in an interview with his biographer, Eloise Allen, saying, and I quote, "If there's anybody who should not be represented by an avatar, I would say the Pope is high on the list." Now, Pope Leo, who is forthright about his views on basically artificial intelligence, also said that he's been asked basically for his authorization to create an AI Pope. Quote, "Somebody recently asked authorization to create an artificial me so that anybody could sign onto this website and have a personal audience with the Pope, quote unquote. This artificial intelligence Pope would give them answers to their questions. And I said, I'm not going to authorize that," end quote. And that's kind of interesting. I got some thoughts on this one. So Pope Leo, for the record, has previously said that he chose the name Leo, if you didn't know this, partially as a tribute to Pope Leo III. This is a 19th century pope, best known basically for his treatise on exploitation of the working class during the Industrial Revolution. In other words, he's the people's pope. He's for the workers. In one of his first addresses to the cardinals, Pope Leo did say that AI is, quote, another industrial revolution. And I continue, "If we automate the whole world and only a few people have the means with which to more than just survive, but to live well, have meaningful lives, there's a big problem, a huge problem coming down the line." He also worries about, quote, "extremely rich people who are investing in artificial intelligence, but totally ignoring the value of human beings and of humanity," end quote. And yeah, I think that's actually a good reasoning. I could understand why he wouldn't want that. I mean, imagine if the AI Pope went completely off the rails, or people just got bad spiritual advice if you're going to talk to an AI Pope for spiritual advice. So yeah, I would think you wouldn't want any major religious leader, whether it's the Dalai Lama, the Pope, whatever. I mean, God forbid, they had like a Mohammed AI. I'm sure, Islam would have a very serious problem with that, right? So to me, it seems like those that would be offering spiritual guidance are best, in their own words as a human. Not to mention AI just lacks, the humanity that we all have. But to his point, and this is also something longitudinally that we have to worry about. We have a shifting economy. Basically, we have, growth in population as well. We have artificial intelligence potentially taking jobs. This is something I've talked about quite a bit before. So there you go. Pope Leo putting his foot down with a decree, basically no AI Pope for us, but for the record, outside of Pope Leo, we still have the Space Pope, and that's never a bad thing. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP, and please feel free to subscribe to me at YouTube as well. And as always, stay safe, stay online, and please, please, please remember to stay private, informed, and secure. Take care.